God, there's something about the beep, beep, beep about this video about to like start recording me that just makes my stomach drop. But um, I want to talk about college tuition and why I think that any decisions that we make that move us towards college becoming free and tuition being sort of provided for by a student, like if they want to go to school, they can do so for free or for at least a very cheap price rather than the student loan bubble that we're seeing today where so many people are going into debt to go to school. This is just the way I think about it, like why that doesn't make any sense. So if we took society as of now, we downscaled it down to a village of 150 people. This is like how we lived thousands of years ago in this nice little village. Um, and you took two people in that village, one whose job is to take their bucket, travel to the river, fill it up, bring it back. They provided water or value to that village. They get paid for how much water they bring, how many people they uh, get fresh water to. You have that person doing that job, and then you have another person who is standing at the river and they plan out, all right, okay, and they start digging a trench from the river to the village. Now this takes a long time, so at the first couple of weeks they're not actually providing any value to the village, but people in the village, they know, okay, well that person in the future, this is going to be very, very helpful. Like that person, once they get that trench dug all the way to the village, now we've got a steady stream of water. Now everyone can easily drink water. This is perfect. Um, I would put a like higher skilled professions, like doctors, lawyers, engineers, software developers, all those people, they needed to go to school, they needed to learn the skills and train to be able to do those things. Um, they fall into the group, they fall into that person that goes to the river and intricately digs out that trench or whatever. They, they delay the gratification of just bringing the bucket and they like learn how to actually dig that trench to the village. Um, so obviously more people that sort of have the skill set of knowing how to dig that trench and provide value to the village, the better. That's it's just plain and simple. Um, as of now, we're people that people that can't afford to go to college and learn how to dig that trench. There's so many people that want to go and learn how to do that and have a higher paying position, but they can't because it costs so much. People that want to go to college are forced to starve on ramen while they're digging this trench for the village, and also they have to go and get buckets and fill that up too to be able to feed themselves to keep learning how to dig this trench. I don't, I don't see that's just it's. I think we as a country should invest taxpayer money into paying for people to go to college with the thought in mind. So I think the main argument against free tuition is like, oh, where's that money going to come from? We don't need the money. It's basically, you just need to trust the process that, okay, well, these people are going to go and learn how to dig these trenches and provide a lot more value for us in the future. More money, it's like, it's like, you got to think in the long term almost. Like, people shouldn't be forced to starve. People shouldn't be forced to go into debt and all the forced to live super frugally and everything so that they can go and try to learn how to provide more value to the village. It just seems backwards to me. Yeah, there's probably a lot of flaws in this. I don't know anything about taxes and how much money we have and everything, but that's how I think about it, and that's why I think when people like Bernie Sanders talk about free tuition, and then that was the main argument. Like when I was talking about this to my mom, she's like, "Well, where are we going to get that money?" Well, we do have a certain amount of money right now that we could use to invest in ourselves to be able to go and bring more value to our village. Yeah, that's how I think about it.